Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Dreamfall, the longest journey. Alright, we're back to playing Kian, and they have decided to raid the Journeyman Inn. Let's see if there's if there are any rebels here. These guys have apparently already checked the cellar.
My men will bring swift justice to the terrorists who hide in this place.
Are you sure they're terrorists here?
Let's make these terrorists pay for their crimes against the goddess Apostle.
Are they actually crimes against the goddess, or are you just saying that?
It seems you found us a rebel nest, Apostle.
I mean, we haven't actually figured that out yet.
The traitor is innkeeper of this den of dissenters. Is there anything you want to tell us?
You're trespassing.
That's a good comment. Alright. Oh, hi. Dang it. Ow. Definitely harder than the other people. Once more. Dang it. Alright. Down he goes. Oh, hey. Hi, friend. You want some, as well? Of course, I've already taken the damage. Ow. I was not close enough. Come at me. And down you go. Alright. Well, this seems like the kind of thing that definitely would give away the fact that there are rebels here. I mean, how else would they know that there are rebels here if they, you know, if not for the fact that people are attacking us, you know? Can't
Do
actually
not make a
check
move, witch.
any other rooms,
What is
huh?
your name? I'll give you one last chance to save your neck, witch. You will help me find someone, or you will die. And not just you. We will send the proprietor of this tavern to Sadir to stand trial for treason. As for your friends who've just left harbor, their ship will be boarded and the supplies confiscated. Do you know how the Azadi punish smugglers?
Please.
Murder?
Their feet and hands are bound. They are weighed down with metal, and then they are dropped into the ocean.
About what I
Please,
expected.
let them be. They carry only medicine and food.
I have no quarrel with you or your compatriots. I seek only one person. The one my people call the Scorpion.
The Scorpion?
What do you know of him?
If I tell you about the Scorpion, will you let us go, Benrime? Me, the shipment?
No. But if you lead me to the Scorpion, then yes, I will let you and your friends go. You'll have your food and medicine.
Leave the boat be, Azadi. Please. There are no weapons aboard. It poses no harm to your people.
It's in your hands now.
Very well. I will take you to the Scorpion, but only if you give me your word that you will harm no one else.
You have my word.
May the stars forgive me for what I am about to do.
Well, that's not great. I mean, at least he promised to let them live. Will he keep his promise? That's a good question. Is that little outrigger the thing that has the cabin in it? Yeah, it looks like it. See, I mean, if you just had, like, a minor helm or something like that, this wouldn't be a problem. You know, you wouldn't need this big, hulking gas bag with this little tiny cabin.
How are we doing?
Just fine. This ship's a real beauty. She basically flies herself. She just needs a tiny nudge now and again, but other than that...
And is
so,
Crow helpful?
Mr. Westhouse.
Call me Brian, please.
Okay.
Brian, when did you come to Arcadia?
Oh, that was a long, long time ago. Too long. I traveled across the divide in 33. 1933, that is.
What? And you're how old exactly?
Well, I may be getting on, but I'm not that old. No, I got unstuck from time, and I was caught between worlds for a while.
Oh, like Zathras.
Not a pleasant experience by any measure of things, but I got out, and I made a life for myself in Mercuria. I'm never going back to Stark. And I'm fine with that. I've made peace with my past. Arcadia is my home now.
Yeah, it could be an impressive place impressive to see what changes have been wrought in the world you left behind. I wonder where in Stark Brian came from. I should go rest for a bit. It looks like he's seen a lot of Arcadia. We'll ask about his origins.
Where in Stark did you come from?
Boston, USA. Back when there was a USA. Hell, back when there was a Boston.
Alright, that's a bit
They're
disturbing.
still there, both of them. How did you end up here? Are you a shifter?
Most certainly not. I mean, if I was, I would probably have gone back at some point. No, I made my way through the divide by more unconventional means. I'm not that old, mind you. Something happened that got me unstuck from time.
Yeah, you said that.
It wasn't the best idea I ever had. But
Can you expand
still,
upon that?
Here I am in good health, and with all my limbs intact. I shouldn't complain.
You shouldn't, but you are, kind of. Alright, well, what have you seen of Arcadia?
Have you seen a lot of this world?
I'd say so. When Mercuria was invaded by the Tyrant hordes 10 years ago,
Whatever
I
happened
was
to your
forced to leave the
house,
city.
anyway?
I first traveled east across the Northlands to a place called Irhad, the Sun Empire, and then south across the Great Ocean to the continent called the Southlands. After that, well, there's not much left in this world that I haven't seen. I've even been to the Azadi Empire.
Oh.
But I have to say that I like the Northlands, and Mercuria best of all. It feels like home.
It probably has a more Boston-like climate. Let's see. You could probably tell me more about the Azadi. The Tyran?
What are the Tyran?
They were a barbaric people who lived on the Western Plains. 10 years ago, they invaded Mercuria.
Are they all gone now?
Were?
The Azadi killed them all when they liberated the city.
Wow.
If there are any left, they're few and scattered. The Tyrant took the city during a time of great upheaval, but they didn't hold it long. The Azadi arrived in their ships soon after and drove them out. It's almost frightening how quickly the Tyrant were wiped out. The Azadi showed no mercy.
That's not good. Now, what can you tell me about the Azadi?
Where did the Azadi come from?
What do you know about Saren?
Far west. Almost 10 days' journey by boat. In their airships, however, or cloud ships, it doesn't take many days to cross the ocean.
You've visited their continent.
I've passed through it, so to speak. Their capital, Sadir, is just amazing. It's built across a huge river delta where 6 rivers meet. It's a holy place.
That's
They
weird.
let you just wander freely through their city.
I passed as a traveler in their lands. It's not closed to outsiders, and as long as you respect the Azadi and their customs, they give you passage. It's such a different culture from what we're used to, but they're an interesting people, and I found my visit to be highly educational. What they're doing in Mercuria, though, it's certainly controversial. On one hand, they brought freedom and peace.
I
On the
would
other
dispute both of those.
They've rounded up the Magicals, stuck them in a ghetto, and God knows what they intend to do with them next.
When do we get to the Dark People's city?
From what our feathered friend said, it'll be another day or so. Are you okay?
Just antsy.
Yeah. I'm just feeling a bit restless.
Like I said.
Well, there's not much to do here. You can look around the cabin for a bit, talk to Crow, or take a nap back in the hold. There's a bed there.
Thanks. Maybe I will.
Okay. Day 2 aboard the airship, and I think I'm starting to smell. Other than that, it's going well. Westhouse and Crow are good company, and the hammock is reasonably comfortable. I actually feel a bit sleepy again. I should take a nap. I mean, there's absolutely nothing else to do. Should have brought some books.
Crow looks a bit worse for wear.
Is that like a bed up there?
I'm feeling seasick.
Wouldn't that be airsick?
Aren't you used to flying?
Well, not in
Flying,
things.
yes. Flying is no problem. Flying is flapping your wings and praying for a good tailwind. This isn't flying. This is torture.
So why don't you jump out there and fly instead?
What? And catch a cold? Are you kidding me? You do know that it's freezing out there, don't you?
You got feathers.
And it's not like I can keep up with this infernal machine. My wings are made for comfort flying, not marathons. No, I'll stay here. I'll just find a corner to go throw up in instead.
Oh, I think Brian has
Nice.
pockets. Bird, this is my one chance to ask that burning question. Tell me a little bit about April.
How long have you known April?
That depends on how you look at it. We go way back, but I haven't really seen her since way back.
What happened?
She sent me on my merry way. She wanted to go find herself, which actually means go lose everyone else. I can
Seems
recommend it,
reasonable.
though. It's very liberating. I went off to find myself recently, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. You see, I was about to get married, and
To a bird? I mean, not a woman. Well, yes, a woman. A female bird. Someone with wings. Like you.
yes, that's right. A bird. Anyway, so the idea of settling down, building a nest, starting a family, I don't know, I started freaking out. So I went on a journey of inner discovery.
Yeah, that's kind of normal. Tell me about this journey.
You went on a journey of discovery.
Inner
Was
discovery.
it the longest journey?
A quest for personal understanding, a mission of self-realization, a voyage of inward fulfillment, a trek to the...
Okay, yes, I get it. You wanted to find yourself.
You went to the grocery store,
It's
didn't you?
brilliant. You desert everyone, abandon your responsibilities and relationships, and focus completely on your own personal misery.
Yeah, seems
It's a douche
normal.
for the soul.
Oh my.
You know, Crow, I think you may have misunderstood what finding yourself is all about.
What? No, April showed me how it's done. I can't believe I didn't do it sooner. I feel so much lighter. Not a care in the world. Except for, the total and abject misery in my heart and soul.
That's perfectly normal. Journey again?
So you abandoned your fiancé to go on a selfish journey of inner discovery.
Sounds like it.
Abandoned is a strong word.
It's
Left?
accurate,
Deserted?
though.
Forsook? Yes, and yes. Slipped away in the dead of night? Sure.
You're a bad bird,
But it was
Crow.
all for the best. I obviously wasn't ready to, become a responsible, grown-up, magical bird. Where does one go to find oneself, I asked. Granted, I only asked myself, and I probably should have gotten a second opinion.
I would have
But there you go.
gone with that, too.
So I decided to seek the center of all wisdom and knowledge in Arcadia.
This dark
me.
people's city.
No. Some fortune teller in Zan. She stiffed me.
Oh.
It was actually blind luck that I ended up in the Dark People's city. I never intended to go there, but it was a real blessing, I tell you. These guys, they let me read anything I wanted.
You can
And I
read?
learned a lot. Like, for example, did you know that a Diavan water snake can grow to be almost 200 meters long? I didn't.
I did, actually.
I didn't really want to
yes.
find out either, because now I'm really freaked out by water, but there's not much else to do in the place except read.
Maybe you should have
Read,
looked for
eat,
fiction.
Read, sleep, read, go to the bathroom, and read at the same time. It's really very, very dull. But all that introspection gave me perspective. I wisened up, and now I'm ready.
I don't think your fiancé
Ready
is
to
going to
get
take
married?
you back, though.
Ready to admit that I'm scared out of my feathers about getting married. So no, still on that journey.
Fair point. Let's talk about April again.
About April.
I don't understand what happened to her. Oh, she was the sweetest, prettiest, nicest girl you could have ever imagined. And she was a real trooper. save the world and all. You don't see a lot of people doing that these days.
Usually it doesn't
But
need to be
things
done.
didn't turn out the way she thought they would. She couldn't go back to her world, first because she was afraid, and then later because she lost her powers. On top of that, the Azadi were after everyone from Stark. Everyone with special powers, everyone who was allied with the Magicals. In the end, I think April just snapped. She was so angry. She felt so betrayed. She had to take it out on someone.
Well, the Azadi are good people
Fortunately,
to
she
take it out on.
decided to take it out on the Azadi.
Exactly.
I wanted to stick with her. I really did, despite the yelling and the bitterness. But in the end, she just up and left me. Right in the middle of nowhere, too. I tried looking for her, but after a while I gave up. I got the distinct feeling she didn't want me around anyway. So, I left to begin a new life.
I can't
I don't
imagine
think
why
there's anything you could have done, Crow.
anyone wouldn't want Crow around.
Sometimes the people we know and love change, and sometimes that means we have to move on.
Well, let's talk a little bit about April's powers.
What powers did April lose?
Her special thingy, being a shifter. First, she didn't want to go back to Stark, and then, one day, she couldn't. Her powers went poof, and no one knows why.
What?
What?
Why did you go, ooh?
Because it's spooky. Also, I like saying it. It makes my beak vibrate.
You don't think she lost her powers because she felt her powers were the cause of her misery?
It's... Of course I wouldn't know what... Huh?
Seems to me that she was scared about facing reality again, and she decided that her powers would only bring more pain. So she lost them.
Seems about right.
Oh, that's, psychology, isn't it? Oh, brilliant. You human females from Stark are really clever. So, hey, if we hit April with a really big frying pan, she'll come to her senses.
No, that only wakes people up.
What? No.
Yes, it's called therapy. I read about it somewhere.
No, that was Final Fantasy IV, Crow.
Well, not read, more like heard.
Yeah, that was Final Fantasy IV.
In a seedy tavern near the docks.
Yeah, they were talking about Final Fantasy IV.
After 11 thimbles of Merry Minstrom's yellow fire.
Final Fantasy IV again.
Just before dawn. On a Monday.
Oh, actually, no, then that wasn't
But
Final Fantasy IV.
I remember the fella who told me. Big lad. Arms as thick as oak trees. A stunning collection of scars. Nice eye patch. A real therapist he was. Wait, maybe it was rapist.
That head shake was great. This is my one chance to ask that burning question.
What's it like being a talking bird?
My
the bird
beak
the
is
word?
a finely tuned instrument of love.
Oh.
When I speak, girls
my.
tremble. And also guys. Guys tremble too, but not in the same way.
Right. It was nice chatting with you, Crow. It's been very informative.
Glad to help, doll.
Doll?
I mean, independent and self-reliant female person who's not an object to be ogled at or used solely for my own personal amusement and pleasure.
Nice recovery, Crow. Nice recovery.
Crow. Crow.
That is an odd audio glitch.
Still feeling sick?
I
Talk
think-
to you later, Crow.
I think Brian has
If
some
I'm
pockets.
not right here, I'm over in that corner, throwing up.
I'm telling you, you should just use Brian's pockets.
Mr. Westhouse seems to be a good pilot. Not that I would know. Maybe we're way off course.
We definitely could be.
Still feeling restless, Miss Castillo?
Sort of.
I guess that's understandable, being cooped up like this.
Maybe I'll go and take that nap now.
Good idea.
All right, well,
Looks very
we
complicated.
can look outside.
Sky and ocean as far as the eye can see. It's really beautiful.
You should be kind of familiar with that kind of thing, you know, from, like, airplanes. That said, well, no, I was actually about to say, that said, we're probably not moving as fast as an airplane, but when you're this high up, you can't really judge speed.
The hold is back there. And the bed.
I swear that thing up there has to be a bed. Not that it looks comfortable. Why are the ropes just hanging down from it? All that we see or seem. I'm impressed that we were able to get it in there without, like, popping that gas bag. Now we know what that long branch was for.
Welcome to our city. The White of the Kin is expecting you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who?
That's the White Dragon, Zoe.
How did she know I was coming?
I stopped asking those kinds of questions a long, long time ago. You just have to start buying into stuff like destiny and precognition, or you'll go nuts.
She waits in the library. Follow me.
Right. Okay, no point in asking any questions, is there?
Absolutely not. It'll only make your head hurt.
I don't think it'll make my head hurt. It might make your head hurt, Crow. The city is completely amazing. Nothing I've ever seen can compare with it. I wish I had a camera. The floating guy in the black cloak told me that the White Dragon is waiting in the library.
Part of me just wants to go back inside and close the door.
Oh. Can we look at Crow?
I hope Brian and, Crow knows how to get back to the mainland. I'm definitely glad he came along. I would be so freaked out if I was alone right now.
Can I talk to you, Crow? No.
Have you seen anything like it?
Never. I thought I'd seen everything, but this is truly amazing.
It's just a big tree.
We should follow the emissary to the library. I'm eager to see it myself.
It's not Jake Sisko. No, not Ben Sisko. Yeah, Ben Sisko. Jake is his son. It's been a little while.
We should follow the emissary to the library. I'm eager to see it myself.
I should have just said Sisko. Oh well. It's so nice that you can't fall off here. Hey, Crow.
Crow probably knows this place inside out. This is a really strange place.
Tell me about it. I couldn't sleep for the first couple of weeks. All those fancy lights, and the spiders freak me out.
Wait, spiders?
Spiders?
Exactly.
What?
The White Dragon will be in the library. The White Dragon will be in the library.
Let's talk to, nope, Brian.
We should follow the emissary to
Okay. That's all you got to say. Well, we will probably have a lengthy conversation, so when we come back next time, we will head into the library and speak to the White Dragon. See you then, everyone.